All right, let's plunge headfirst into the fascinating world of audit evidence. You see, it's like the backbone of the auditing process. Without it, you're essentially flying blind. So first off, when we discuss audit evidence, we really need to grasp what it entails. It's crucial because it forms the foundation for the auditor's conclusions and opinions. Picture this. Imagine you're a detective on a thrilling case. You wouldn't crack a mystery without gathering evidence.
Right. So it's like being a detective but for financial information? That sounds super interesting. But wait, what kinds of evidence are we actually looking at here? Like, do we use magnifying glasses and stuff, or?
Oh, that's a good metaphor. But no magnifying glass is required, at least not literally. Audit evidence comes in various forms. For instance, you've got visual evidence that includes direct observations. Then there's oral evidence from discussions with management, which is quite common. It's similar to gathering intel from informants, if you will.
Haha, informants. So like, if management claims, oh yeah, everything's fine, that's not quite enough, right? I mean, you definitely want to check other stuff too?
Exactly. You can never solely rely on what someone says, just like you wouldn't trust a criminal's alibi outright. There's also documentary evidence like contracts and invoices. That stuff is pivotal. Plus, you've got internal evidence from within the organization, but external evidence, oh, that's the real treasure. External evidence typically comes from independent sources, making it way more trustworthy.
Oh wow, so it's like needing a second opinion from a friend who isn't caught up in drama? But how do you decide what's sufficient and appropriate evidence? Isn't that kind of subjective?
Great question. Sufficiency refers to the quantity of evidence we have, while appropriateness deals more with quality. Think of it this way. The difference between a mountain of notebooks versus having one really remarkable textbook. You need enough evidence to support your conclusions, but also have to ensure it's top-notch quality.
Right. So it's more like having a handful of super informative articles instead of a stack of magazines, huh? But what about the actual procedures for gathering this evidence? That sounds like a whole process.
Oh, for sure. Think of audit procedures as your toolkit. It includes techniques like inspection, where you might literally inspect physical assets, observation, recalculations, confirmations, and analytical procedures. Each tool plays a distinct role and is essential in collecting the necessary evidence.
So if you inspect physical assets, are we talking about measuring piles of cash? Like, how does that even work? Laughs.
Not quite cash in hand, but you could inspect assets like inventory or equipment. Imagine being an appraiser, assessing the value of a classic car. You wouldn't merely take the owner's word for it. You'd need to see the car, check its condition, perhaps even run some diagnostics.
Oh my gosh. So would auditors have to run diagnostics on financial data too, like some kind of financial health checkup?
Absolutely. And that's where analytical procedures come into play. Auditors analyze relationships in financial data to detect inconsistencies. It's akin to comparing your yearly expenses to see if they align with what you recall spending. If you see you've spent way more on takeout than usual, it raises a red flag, right?
Haha, totally. Or if someone's secretly a gourmet chef but claims they live on ramen, there's definitely something suspicious. But what about opening balances in initial audits? What's the deal there?
So crucial. In an initial audit, verifying opening balances is like checking the foundation of a house before you start building on it. If those balances are off, it could affect the entire financial structure. It's all about ensuring nothing is misrepresented right from the get-go.
Whoa. So it's really like laying down a solid foundation. And related party transactions, those can be tricky, huh? How do auditors keep track of those without getting lost in the details?
You're spot on. Related party transactions can present real risk factors. Auditors must carefully assess each transaction to ensure that all relevant disclosures are made. Think of it as recognizing when your best friend's cousin is selling them products at a steep discount. Those kinds of relationships can create bias.
Wow, it's a web of connections. This whole audit evidence process is way more intricate than I thought. I can see why it's so important.
Absolutely. Understanding all these components helps auditors navigate the complexities of ensuring the integrity of financial statements. We've only scratched the surface, but this entire process is pivotal for credibility in financial reporting. Relationships, contexts, and the nature of evidence play a significant role.
Oh man, I can't wait to learn more about it. This is a wild ride.